gentlemen, you are about to land at Cristiano Ronaldo Airport in Madeira Island. Local time is 37 minutes past 10, same time as Lisbon, and the ground temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. Please ensure that your seat belts are securely fastened, your seat bags are upright, labels are stowed, and open.
Yes.
Set. Go. Here we go.
sobie pójść tym spacerkiem w tamtą stronę i ewentualnie gdzieś tam. No wydaje się, że będzie fajny widok.
Zapłat?